And on every Halloween, the ghost engine returns, stalking the yards in search of the engine responsible for her crash.
Woo, woo.
Oh dear.
I'm terrified of ghosts.
Oh, calm down, you two. It's a fictionist story, meaning that nothing in it is true, so you have nothing to worry about. Although, at least you're not as scared as Pete usually is.
Hey, I didn't say I was scared of the story.
You know, that teasy reminds me of a story I once heard. William told me about it.
Oh?
Do tell. I'm interested to hear the story.
Alright then. This story begins a long time ago. Long before the railway companies like the L&R and the Southern were formed. This story takes place on the LSWR. Oh, how I remember those days. It was back when I was in my original shape, before I got my current boiler I have now. But this story isn't about me. This story is about a tank engine. A Beattie well tank engine, to be specific. This engine had a name for a little while. However, due to his cocky attitude and boastfulness, he was restricted from his name until he could be proven worthy of it again. Because of this, he would lash out on the other engines. Mostly engines that tower over him. Of course, the engines would either just ignore his rude remarks and observations, or retaliate against them.
Will you stop bullying other engines? Your name was taken all because of this attitude. So unless you want your name back, I suggest changing your ways.
I'll have you know that my eviction of my name was not due to my behavior. It's you naive fools who are at the fault. You just don't seem to understand how small, weak, and dare I say clumsy engines you all are. I am the future of locomotive technology. You all just can't seem to see it that way.
He retained this cocky attitude for quite some time. It got so bad to the point where the manager had to assign him duties elsewhere to keep tensions between the engines low. Things started to calm down afterwards. However, that wasn't to last for a long time. On one particularly foggy night, the tank engine had just finished his last job for the day and was on his long journey back home.
Finally, I get to retire to the comfort of my shed.
Unbeknownst to him, everything would turn for the worse on that night. A few miles ahead, there was an old wooden bridge. An Adams radial tank broke down after dropping off his last passenger train of the day. The driver and the fireman had gone to the next signal box to inform the signalman. However, they had forgotten to place down detonators to warn approaching engines of the stalled train ahead of them. As the radial tank was about to take a nap, he suddenly jolted forward with a sound of splintering wood following behind as the last two coaches telescoped. The Beetle tank engine had unfortunately collided with the coaches, going way over the restricted speed limit. Due to the poor visibility, neither driver nor the engine had enough time to react. As for the tank engine, he veered off the bridge and landed front first into the ground, damaging him. Thankfully, his crew jumped clear. It was most fortunate that no one was boarding the coaches, as it was very late at night. The LSWR quickly cleared the accident site and salvaged what they could. Strangely, weird occurrences started to happen as they were cleaning the accident site. It had been reported that some workmen on the night shift had heard the sounds of an engine approaching the bridge, but nothing ever came. The signalman that was stationed just between both ends of the bridge had seen a blur of an engine pass by and alert the signalman of the approaching train. But yet again, nothing ever came by. Some people claimed it was the ghost of the tank engine. Others say the engine got repaired. No matter what it is, the ghost of an engine may still be present on the bridge, waiting until it could be freed to lay at rest once and for all.
Pah, that wasn't scary. That's the worst ghost story I've ever heard.
But how do you know it's not real?
I literally used to work for the LSWR. If there were a supernatural occurrence happening on that bridge, I would know.
Well, we couldn't say for sure if it was fake or not. I must admit though, it must have got everyone trembling if it was this quiet.
I think I may know who was the most frightened by the story.
I'm not afraid of this story.
Ah, Benjamin and Pete, just the engines I was looking for. I have a job for you two. You two are to doublehead a passenger train tonight, and once you're done, I want Benjamin to do a bit of shunting at Southall Yards. The engine from the other railway never showed for the passenger train, so you'll have to cover for them. You won't go the entire way. Another engine will be waiting for your arrival halfway through the original planned route.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, it won't take long.
Oh, I don't think Pete's worried about the task on hand. He's just hoping he won't run into the ghost engine on the way here.
I'm not scared of ghost engines. Or any ghost for that matter.
So, you think the story's true?
I'm not too sure. Although, it's best not to dwell on it. We've all got work tomorrow, so I suggest we all rest for the night.
What's that?
What? What is it?
Gotcha.
Good one.
Good evening.
Ah!
Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to startle you, little guy. Is this the service I'm meant to take over?
Yep. This is the train, alright.
Ah, excellent. I must admit, it was strange for the original engine to not show up. Apparently a stunnier mogul was meant to take it, but it never arrived. From what I heard, he got held up. Anyways, I'll take it from here, guys. Thanks for bringing it this far.
No problem.
You know what really happened to that mogul? He probably ran into a ghost and took him on its way here to get you.
Pa, you heard the engine. He said he got held up and couldn't make it in time to take the train, right?
Good evening, Sarah and Chad.
Evening, Benjamin. Evening, Pete.
Evening, boys. How are you this fine night?
Not too bad.
He was scared all the way here and back.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, Sarah, I have an idea.
What's that?
What if we played a trick on Benjamin?
Ooh, I have a clever idea.
Ooh, I like it. Let's do it.
You know, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna head back now.
Wait, no, you can't.
Why? You scared you might run into the ghost?
No, I'm perfectly fine on my own, thank you very much.
Good. Anyway, have a pleasant night, mate.
Oh, okay. I'll be on my own. No problem. What was that? There's no such thing as ghosts. Are there? All right, Pete. This isn't funny. Who's there?
Surprise, Tank Engine!
It's Dugad's ghost! The ghost engine is here! The ghost engine is here! Help me!
That sure was a very clever prank.
You're right, Chad. He sure fell for it, didn't he?
He sure did. Okay, very funny, Sarah.
It's not me.
Wait, if that wasn't you, and it wasn't me, then who... It's the ghost! Happy Halloween!